It begins in the Shire, a quiet, postcard-perfect village where the grass grows just a little greener, and the folks, hobbits, live life slow and steady. But in every sleepy town, there's a shadow, isn't there? A crack in the foundation where the rot seeps through. For the Shire, that crack is a golden ring, sitting snug in Frodo Baggins' pocket, as innocent-looking as a Sunday picnic. But you know better, don't you? Things like that don't just exist without a price. Gandalf, the old man with storm clouds in his eyes and smoke curling from his pipe like something alive, knows the truth. The ring isn't just old, it's ancient. And it isn't just dangerous, it's alive. It belongs to Sauron, a name that crawls like ice down the spine, even when whispered. Sauron isn't just a man or a monster. He's worse than that. He's a force, a will that doesn't stop. And now, that will is searching. It wants its ring back. Gandalf tells Frodo what he already knows deep down. The Shire isn't safe anymore, and neither is he. The ring is a magnet for darkness, and the only way to stop the world from burning is to destroy it. Not in a fire, but the fire, the one in Mordor, where the ring was forged. Problem is, Mordor is a place you don't just walk into. It's hell on earth, and it's guarded by monsters that don't need sleep or food, just blood. Frodo sets off with his gardener, Samwise, who's loyal to a fault. The kind of guy who'd jump into a raging river without asking why. They're joined by Merry and Pippin, two hobbits who hide their fear behind jokes but aren't quite as foolish as they seem. Together, they leave the Shire behind, stepping into a world that feels bigger and darker with every mile. The trees seem to whisper. The shadows seem to move. And every so often, they hear it, a rasping, hungry hiss from behind. That's Gollum, a creature so twisted by the ring's power that he's more shadow than flesh. He wants the ring back, and he's not letting Frodo go without a fight. But it's not just Gollum they need to fear. The ring calls to anyone who comes near it, whispering promises and lies until it burrows into their minds. Even Gandalf won't touch it, and when it falls into the hands of Boromir, one of their supposed allies, it nearly tears the group apart. By the time they reach the halfway point, Frodo realizes the truth. This journey isn't just about traveling to Mordor. It's about surviving each other, and more importantly, surviving himself. The ring is in his head now, curling its black tendrils around his thoughts, his dreams, his soul. As they march closer to Mordor, the darkness thickens. Their allies, Aragorn, a brooding ranger with a haunted past, Legolas, an elf with eyes like daggers, and Gimli, a dwarf as sturdy as stone, fight battles against orcs, creatures bred for death and destruction. The war for Middle-earth rages on, but Frodo's battle is quieter, more insidious. The ring is killing him, bit by bit, and the closer they get to Mordor, the harder it is to let go. The end comes in fire and ash. Frodo stands at the edge of Mount Doom, the ring in his hand, but he can't do it. The power is too much, and the darkness too sweet. He hesitates, trembling, ready to claim it for his own. And that's when Gollum strikes, biting off Frodo's finger and taking the ring for himself. For a moment, it seems like Sauron will win. But greed is a funny thing, isn't it? Gollum, so consumed by his obsession, slips and falls into the fire, taking the ring, and himself, into the abyss. Sauron is destroyed, but Frodo isn't the same. He's haunted now, not just by the journey but by the part of himself that wanted to keep the ring. Peace returns to the Shire, but Frodo doesn't belong there anymore. He's seen too much, felt too much. In the end, he sails away, leaving Sam, Merry, and Pippin behind to rebuild what they can. The Shire stays green. The grass grows. The birds sing. But somewhere, far away, the echoes of darkness linger, because some scars never fade, do they?